These videos are for an advanced forensics course to help to contribute forensics pedagogy by offering tips to those who have never judged before. The main purpose of these videos is to help create an awareness for those who haven't judged a forensics tournament before by offering them some tips on how to best approach judging a particular event. The first event we will be talking about is prose interpretation. Now, the National Forensics Association and American Forensics Association define prose interpretation as original or selections of prose material of literary merit, which may be drawn from more than one source. Focus of this event is development of the narrative story. Play cuttings and poetry are prohibited. Use of manuscript is required, which means that you will see performers with a black book. Secondly, the time limit is 10 minutes, with a 30-second grace period. Most performers will aim between 8:30 and 9:50 as a time so that they can just give themselves a cushion of time to play with. Now we will move on to structure. The structure of prose is as follows. Generally, competitors will follow the original or common structure that happens. But essentially, as soon as a competitor opens their book, you should start timing. The first thing that they will do is perform a teaser, and it does exactly as the name implies it would. It teases the audience as to what the piece may be about. They will then close their book and give an intro after about a minute or so of the teaser. The intro will provide relevancy and introduction to the piece, as well as reciting the title and author before reopening their book and continuing into the piece. Now, the rest of the piece will be performed after the competitor opens their book. When they are done, they will close their book, where you should stop time, and then applaud with the rest of the audience for the end of their performance. Ballot writing is the next thing that we'll talk about. Now, ballots are for giving thoughtful critiques that the competitor will get a chance to look at when the tournament is over. Just a couple of things here. First, you should never leave a ballot blank. The whole purpose of these competitions and these tournaments is so that competitors can get critiques that can help them out in the long run, so that they can help adjust their piece and get ready for nationals so that they can hopefully compete competitively on this national level. And secondly, anything you can comment in a performance is basically fair game. You can comment on gestures, articulation, use of space, vocal tone, and emotional variety. The main key thing to remember is whatever you write down that you comment on, just give a reason why. Like, why do you think that they didn't use space well? Or why do you think that they didn't have the emotional variety, so that the competitor can hope to fix it and ultimately improve their piece? The best thing that you can put on a ballot is an RFD. RFD stands for reason for decision. It's always a way to really tie up your ballot. You should give a reason for decision so that the competitor can hope to improve. It helps the competitors as a way to help bring their performances to the next level. An RFD is especially helpful because it really helps to critically think about your ballot and what to put on there, as well as how to most help the performers in a way of giving them thoughtful critiques. As an ending note, if you are ever confused, you can always ask the ballot table or competitors to explain an event to you. Forensics kids are usually polite and helpful, especially to their judges, because you do hold in your hands the main reason why they do this event, to help better themselves and to become better speakers. So if you're ever confused, it's always best to either ask the ballot table when you first pick up your ballot, or even to ask competitors to help explain something to you. Lastly, today, I just want to wish you good luck on judging, and I hope that you always return to help out forensics tournaments. Speech and debate is a wonderful activity, and it needs more people and more judges all of the time. Just a couple notes here to help you out in case you are judging a tournament and it's something that you haven't done before and you're not quite sure of the norms that essentially exist. The first one is this idea of being double entered. Now, performers, when they come into a round, they will write their names on the board as a way of signing in to let you know who's here and who is double entered. Now, double entered is when that competitor is entered in a round or event that is also in that pattern, so they have another event to go to after they finish giving you their performance. These competitors should always be allowed to go first. If they are not in the round, it's completely all right to start the round as soon as the time on your ballot says you should start. So if the ballot says you should start at 2:15 p.m., please start at 2:15 p.m. It helps keep the tournament on time. Competitors will come and go as they need to. If a competitor is not double entered, they will stay in the round the entire time, even after they perform, to help provide an audience to the competitors that come and go. After everyone is done performing and you have made sure that everyone in that round has performed and you have a ballot for each of those people, you may dismiss the people in the round just by saying, "Thanks for being here. This was a really great round," and then wish them luck with the rest of their tournament.